Okay, people, please bear with me. I get tongue-tied every time I try to make a video. This is like take 200. All right, what are we looking at here? This is a setup of a whole bunch of stuff that I've learned at the Energetic Forum. I kind of just started playing around and kept adding and adding and adding, and I got this. And I was quite impressed, so I decided to make a video of it and see if other people liked it, and maybe it will help, inspire people to continue on with these projects. It's a lot going on here, so I figured I'll take it in step and try to explain it bit by bit. Okay, here is a traditional Bedini monopole. It's made out of 2 CDs with 2 stacks of ceramic magnets that you can get from Radio Shack, north pole facing out. Spinning pretty good. The circuit's pretty generic except for a few little add-ons. I have 2. The relay that Intervertebrate introduced us to, and the Johnny Davro's recovery circuit that he uses on his 1 magnet no bearing Bedini setup. More about that later. Okay, so let's take a look here. Oh, actually, I should mention in the back here, this is a has a second coil on there. It's my second transistor to run everything. It's another winding run on there and a slave circuit. So, and I have my on-off switch that can turn it on or off. Now it's back on. I have the adaptations to the circuit here where I have the Camaro transmission coil connected to the collector, and over here with the positive and negative joints on the charge and run battery, for those of you familiar with that. And as you can see, it's running a fluorescent light, fairly bright. I'm very happy with it. The phone seems to be magnifying how bright it is. It's really not this bright, but hey, looks pretty good on film. On top here is the LED strobe light that Black Chisel 97 came up with. You can basically tune it by watching the pulses or the stripes that's being projected by the light. Check out his video that he explains it a little bit more, and I have made a video that kind of explains it too if you want to look at that. Coming over here, we have, as I said, the Johnny Davro 1 magnet no bearing Bedini recovery circuit. At least that's what I'm calling it. The circuit itself has 2 capacitors. For me, I've omitted 1 capacitor. Matter of fact, Maggie here, I'm just using her lights. I'm not using her as an induction coil or anything. She's running off of that part of it with the capacitor taken out. I did that because her eyes are a lot brighter that way. The camera's not showing it, but her eyes are strobing, and but like I said, the phone's kind of like filtering that out. But the benefit is it is very, very bright. I suppose I could put a capacitor in to maybe smooth it out, but it dims, and I like this. The other half of it does have a capacitor, and it's a Radio Shack 35 volts, 1000 microfarads. It has enough power to run, I'm not sure if you can see this very well, but it's Lid Motor's flux field generator. I find that it runs on about 2 volts, 30 milliamps. At least that's what this is running on. It's been running for quite a while now, and it looks cool, and I like it. The last thing I have is Johnny Davro's simple SEC. Right now, it's not attached to anything. It's running off its own battery power, 2 AA batteries. But you can run it from the Johnny Davro recovery circuit. I would suggest using the section that has the capacitor if you're going to do my arrangement here. If you do that, it will run just the way Johnny tells you how to set it up. But I did find that if you take some tins and run an alligator clip up to this receiver here, the light will be a lot better. Technically, the way it's running now, if I have an earth ground going to it, it's this brightness. Now see, if I take this clip off, there's no change. But if I take the clip off of here, I don't know if the camera showed it or not, but yeah, I guess it does. This runs the way it's supposed to with the north ground, with just battery power. But for some reason, if you hook it up in this arrangement, it doesn't function that well. It will run, but very dimly. Unless, like I said, you take that alligator clip and, where'd it go? It doesn't matter. There it is. Run it up to here and connect it. You do that, and voila, it will be this bright. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if adding those tins to the receiver plate acts as like another virtual ground for that, or if it's just increasing the mass for the receiving and transmitting section of this oscillator. I don't know. If some of the guys from the Energetic Forum actually watch this video and have some ideas, or if Johnny himself sees it and wants to explain it to me, I'd be more than happy to listen. I just messed around with it and found out that it works better if I do that arrangement. And anyone who wants to try to replicate that might want to try it. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I've been impressed. And by the way, in the back I didn't show it, but there is some battery charging. That's the most important thing. Use energy and recover it as well. But it's been a lot of fun, and I hope people enjoyed watching this video. And for those of you who are experimenting, good luck. Take care.